Hello and welcome to the first Enactus UK podcast, the Enactus Race to End Waste. It's Global Goals Week, and at Enactus we align ourselves with the UN's 17 Sustainable Development Goals and have challenged our teams to come up with sustainable solutions through the use of social enterprise. Today I have a few guest speakers from Enactus Nottingham, Essex and Sussex talking about their projects which reduce, reuse and recycle waste. Waste is quickly becoming one of the biggest issues of our generation. From the oceans to outer space, it's everywhere. So here are our project leaders informing you how they're making a difference and achieving goal number 12.
Hi, my name is Sadi Tavengwa and I take pride in being the project leader for Caring for Colchester. Caring for Colchester is a local Enactus Essex project based in Colchester, Essex. Did you know that the UK received around 38,500 asylum applications in 2016 alone, and in 2015, with a phenomenal amount of support from residents, Colchester officially opened its doors to refugees. However, as much as they have been shown great welcome, many refugees struggle to find sustainable work to support their families. Hence, our project has a focus on empowering refugees by providing them with the training and workshops needed for them to successfully enter the employment sector and be able to find a sustainable income to support themselves and their families. Our project will not only aim to educate and empower our beneficiaries through business communications and marketing skills, but we also aim to develop their confidence and self-esteem. We'll be helping our beneficiaries by providing them with a platform to start their own smoothie store based on our university campus. The store will be serving freshly made healthy smoothies which will be made using unsold produce collected from stores all over Colchester. Food wastage has always been a major problem in the UK, especially faced by local supermarkets, and Colchester is not excluded from this. Knowing this, we are aiming to help lower the percentage of food wastage in Colchester by using unsold or nearing sell-by date fruit and veg collected from all over Colchester to create a delicious, affordable and healthy product. The great plans that we have for our project means that we'll be empowering a vulnerable group of people by helping them to start their own business, which will in turn allow them to provide for themselves, their families, and also help the community by lowering our food wastage rates.
6 million tonnes of edible food are thrown into landfill every year in the UK. To put that into perspective, we waste enough food to fill up the Royal Albert Hall every single day. Whilst this food is thrown away, 2 million people still struggle to put food on the table, which is why we set up Foodprint, a social supermarket that redistributes surplus food locally, sustainably and affordably. Foodprint store opened its doors in December 2017 in Sneinton, an area particularly susceptible to food poverty in Nottingham. By acting as a central hub, we are able to reduce food waste in our community through collecting surplus food from local supermarkets such as Hovis Bakery and Tesco and redistribute it to our 13 partners. These include a range of food banks such as Tasty Tuesdays and the Greenway Centre. On top of this, we also distribute our surplus food to local schools who use our food to hold breakfast clubs for their students. We then bring the rest of the surplus food back to our store in Sneinton, where we price it at approximately 50% of the original price. We then further subsidise the more nutritious food to encourage healthy eating in our community. We open our store Friday to Monday so people can shop with us when they're not working, and we are open at different times to the local food bank, providing a week's worth of options for our community. Foodprint engages the vulnerable members of our community in 2 ways. Firstly, we have implemented a pay-it-forward model. This allows members of the public to donate a minimum of £5, which is passed on to less privileged members of our community. Secondly, we work with our partners to identify the most in need in our community and give them discount cards, offering a further 50% discount on top of the already subsidised prices. The running of our store is completed by our store manager, Roy, who we found through one of our partners, the Greenway Youth Centre. Roy has a history of volunteering at the centre and a family that have grown up in Sneinton. We have trained Roy in the operations of the store along with funding his Level 2 food and hygiene qualification. Roy is now fully capable of running Foodprint's day-to-day operations independently and confidently. Alongside Roy, we also have 6 dedicated and reliant volunteers who are external from Enactus who help us open and run the store also. To make you aware of the food we are saving from being thrown straight into landfill, Foodprint is currently collecting roughly 400 to 450 kilograms of food per week. 300 kilograms of that is redistributed to our partners, and 100 kilograms gets sold in our store. Additionally, we are providing cheaper and more affordable food to around 80 to 90 people in Stenton through the store. By working with local schools and their breakfast clubs, we are able to feed 80 children, and down to our redistribution network, we are providing food to around 300 people in our local community, Nottingham.
Hello, my name is Rashida Tolarmi, and I take pride in being the project leader of Heart for Nigeria for Enactus Essex. Nigeria has over 2 million internally displaced persons. These people are like refugees that are displaced within their own community. They lose their homes, source of livelihood, and hope for the future. Hence the start of a project called Heart for Nigeria. Heart for Nigeria is an Enactus Essex social enterprise project that is based in Oke-Ira Inla Waterside community in Nigeria. It is a social enterprise project that is aimed at providing relevant, profitable skills to our beneficiaries to help them have a better life. Our aim is to directly impact our beneficiaries while indirectly impacting their children and other family members that are dependent on them. This project targets a segregated group of individuals in Nigeria, the internally displaced. Our beneficiaries will be trained on how to make liquid soaps and bags using recycled materials, one of which is the recyclable plastic bottles used in packaging the liquid soaps. Nigeria has a big waste management problem, especially in Lagos, where this project is. To ensure that the beneficiaries, their potential buyers, and those within their community are recycling actively in a measurable way, the process of plastic bottles recycling was invented. This will not only help our beneficiaries become involved in recycling, but it would also be profitable and force those that buy from them to recycle as well. Here is the plan. It's a very simple and straightforward plan. As of now, the project partners has trainers that will train the beneficiaries on how to make liquid soaps. However, this process involves them purchasing the plastic bottles that they would use to package the liquid soaps they make for sale. We already have a list of organizations in Nigeria that will use the waste products to get some raw materials and incentive from them, hence we get it cheaper in bulk. The main part of this is that the beneficiaries will be trying to improve recycling, for example the liquid soaps. They will need to use drinking water plastic bottles as the container. So the plan is to sell the soaps at a cheaper price if you bring back a recyclable plastic bottle, but if not, the beneficiary will sell it at a higher price. This is our method of indirectly forcing customers to recycle the bottles just so that they can pay for the soaps at a much cheaper price. One main improvement we are incorporating into this existing process is that we will train the beneficiaries and give them an orientation on why waste management is important and how they are making money from recycling plastic bottles in a way that will not stress them. Everything that we have planned out for this project is aligned with our mission statement, which is to empower our beneficiaries into independent entrepreneurs and make them ambassadors of waste management within their community. To conclude, we save waste and create impact through the Heart for Nigeria Enactus Essex project by incorporating recycling in the project and the business that our beneficiaries are starting.
Hi, I'm Hannah from Enactus Sussex, and I'm the project leader for Accessory. Accessory is a commercial project which will be transitioning into a social enterprise this year. When large companies damage during production, it's not worth their time to fix it. Instead, they send it straight to a landfill. Well, we take it, fix it, and turn it into something new. In the UK, an average of 32.2 million tonnes of commercial waste goes to landfill every year. Fast fashion is a major culprit for the chuck-away consumerist culture, with the global fashion industry predicted to consume a quarter of the world's annual carbon budget by 2050. And although Brighton is an ethically conscious city, the city's overall recycling rates are in fact below the national average of 44.9% at a shockingly low 27%. With a talent pool of members who are passionate about and experienced in jewellery making, and an ever-increasing demand to buy sustainably, we saw this as a great market opportunity when creating Accessory to build on our strengths and utilise the local community of sustainable producers. We source our stock for free from stores that are unable to move their old stock, or when it is damaged during transit or production, who do not find it economically viable to fix it. We save it from a landfill, turn it into a beautiful, unique piece of jewellery, and run all aspects of the business from design to marketing, sales, distribution, and after-sales service. We secured our initial stockpile from ASOS and Accessorize, although are looking to find more local sources. We set our prices low initially so we could test our sale techniques and gain a better understanding of the market. From this, we have decided to move this year to online sales. Our plan for this year involves the transition to a social enterprise. We are in discussion with Brighton's Women's Centre, a charity that works with vulnerable women. This collaboration will provide monthly workshops where women can have a safe space and a creative outlet whilst learning how each stage of the business works. Along with building a community support ethos, these workshops will enable our beneficiaries to learn new skills and grow in confidence about their own ability, which can be transferred into the workplace.
Thanks, guys. I hope you enjoyed hearing about our Enactus race to end waste today. Have a good day, and I'll see you next time.